got some sort of pads on, so it was good. I tell you, we've had 3 good days. I mean, I'm really encouraged by what I've seen, and I'm trying to mix it all up. I'm not really letting them get in any type of comfort zone from a rotation standpoint. As far as, okay, this group always goes first, this group always goes second. I'm just calling them randomly, and I'm mixing them up. It's not always ones-on-ones. It's not always twos-on-twos. You know, sometimes the third group starts it off. So just mixing it up, really just trying to kind of see if I see a whole lot of difference. And to be honest with you, I don't, which is a good deal. That means we're going to have really good depth, which is something I anticipated, and something that I hope we can have just great functional depth on both sides so we can play a lot of people. And so I'm very encouraged. Everything I've seen, I'm not disappointed really with anything. Again, we'll continue to ramp it up. Tomorrow's an off day for them. We got meals and we got treatment and all that stuff. But Monday's another kind of the last day of Club Med around here, if you will. You know, we got another day kind of where we can't have them all day because they got finals. So we'll go late Monday afternoon, and then Tuesday we can step fully into camp and really have our hands on them, you know, all day, every day for the next couple weeks until we start school again. So we got a lot to do, but very encouraged, all these guys. The freshman class, impressive. And all of them, impressive group of young players to mix in with all these other guys we got.
Comparing this 3 practices to last year with those older guys and those voices, are you seeing somebody step up, and is the focus, the energy, intensity the same as you saw last year?
It's been great energy and intensity, probably more so, to be honest with you. I just think that, you know, last year we were a really young team. We were mostly freshmen and sophomores, and this year we got a lot of sophomores and juniors, and they're just a little older, a little more. You know, this time last year, John Simpson, Pollard, Ankrum, true freshmen running around. You know, now we got 10 guys repping up front that all have experience and knowledge. And Cervinka had never taken a snap as an offensive lineman. Now he's had a season, a spring ball, and it's different. It's a totally different vibe out there from you know, this time last year, Trey Lamar and Shaq and all those guys, Skowski, they're all just pups. And now that whole group is just completely transformed. I mean, that might be the best group on our team. It really, from top to bottom, that is an awesome group of linebackers that we have. Maybe the best we've had since I've been here, just as a whole, because all of them can play. And they pretty much, you know, even Spector, even though he just got here, he's coming. But they know what to do. And so I'm just really encouraged by the competition we got and the depth we got. But the energy's been outstanding. It really has. And they've had good support for each other. That's the other thing that I've been encouraged by. A lot of enthusiasm for their teammate. You know, quarterbacks are all repping, getting a ton of work. I'm really pleased with all of them. It's going to be a show enough competition, I'll tell you that.
Coach Scott was just talking about Ray, since he can't really go full speed. He's been coaching up Amari Rogers a lot. Is that kind of exemplify what you're talking about as far as the team?
Yeah,
concept?
oh yeah, Ray's jumped in there. I mean, Amari has, shoot, man, he is way beyond where you think a freshman would be. He's fast, he's strong, he's pretty technically sound. He's got great ball skills. I'm incredibly encouraged. He's got a ton of work at once because Cornell tweaked his ham yesterday, so he was limited today. So all of a sudden, Amari's jumping in there with the ones, and we ain't missed a beat. I mean, he's made some incredible plays, and it's just fun. But that just shows you that the type of seriousness that he showed up with from, okay, I've got 5 weeks here to learn what to do. And so he's obviously put a lot of work in. He didn't just, you know, like a lot of guys, they just show up, oh, now it's time to think football. It's too late then. So I'm really pleased with his preparation. Same thing with T. Both those guys have just done a great job. Very encouraged. And all them young guys, you know, it's just easy to notice them. Whether it be Lee Anthony, AJ, Travis Etienne, wow. He is going to be some kind of player. I mean, he don't know what to do right now. He's a 200-pound kid that's got a great thick lower body. He is smooth as silk and fly, and tough. You know, just very encouraged by course, Blake, of course, all those mid-years over here, but just watching them all move around, it's gonna be a fun group to coach. But Ray's the guy he's got a cast on his hands, so he can't do a lot. We've actually worked him on defense some. We've sent him over, and he's worked receiver and DB. We're just trying to continue to use him in a lot of different ways. So we sent him over and done some backpedaling and run. And then we come back and we run routes. He can't catch the ball right now, but he can get over and cover. So it's been kind of fun watching him because he's probably one of those rare guys that could, if you needed him, could probably play either side of the ball. So kind of taking advantage of a little time with him, having some fun there too.
Was that Mari's
Cervica right now is yellow, the main guys. Cervica's number 2.
With Ray.
Amari kind of been the most mature player he's seen.
What's that?
Most mature freshman he's ever seen. Do you see it that way? Just got
he's pretty mature. He's just got a very serious demeanor to him. He's very confident. He's a great worker. He's very coachable, and you can just tell he's put the work in. He's prepared. So I'm very encouraged. He's going to be a handful. He is big and can fly, and explosive. And you know what you don't fully get an appreciation for until you start facing these guys are their ball skills. You know, because it's just a different level, different type of velocity of ball coming out, timing, reaction time, and all that. He's been outstanding.
With Ray,
while he's banged over, did that continue during the season?
Depends on how he does, you know. I mean, we don't really do anything to waste time, but you know, that's something we actually talked about this summer. He's kind of open to it, you know, because we know what he can do there, but we might be a guy that could go work nickel, or we take a guy and put him in nickel, he'd be just a corner guy, emergency guy, you know. We used to do Adam Humphries that way. But Adam actually played in a couple games, but
like
Ray's got a little more, wherewithal to him. I mean, it's pretty natural for him. So he's just a special talent, you know. Why can't do anything there? We just see if we can continue to get better. So it really kind of depends on him, and it depends on the other guys. Because we're not trying to play him. But if he was better than somebody over there, or allowed us to have a little more flexibility, I wouldn't hesitate if he could do it. And we're a long way from that right now. But we know what he can do at receiver. We're just trying to take advantage of the time.
Speaking of Ray, we know we're going to see he and Renfro on kick returns, punt returns, but we also saw T. Higgins, Amari working field and punts yesterday.
Working all those guys. Trap's another guy that I think's got a good little knack for it. But Amari was very natural. Feaster's done a good job. You know, we've actually worked him back there. So we got a lot of guys. We all know Hunter. I think Hunter could be an outstanding punt returner. We all know he can do it. It's going to, at the end of the day, it's going to be. We had 3 turnovers. I mean, we probably would have been second or third, or certainly upper 4 in this league if we don't screw it up last year. And we had 3 muffs, and then we all remember the touchdown comes off the board because we dropped the ball. And you know, we were still decent, but we had a lot of negatives, and we did we did as good a job as we've ever done up front with our scheme and things, but we were just undisciplined and taking care of the ball. So the first guy who's going to do it is the guy that we can absolutely count on to possess the ball, number 1. At the end of the day, if you don't get a yard, it's your ball going that way, and we have to possess the ball. But the guys we got can all make the play with it in their hands. That's going to be a competitive position, and probably one of those things that'll you know, we'll probably have 2 or 3 guys get the opportunity as we get into the course of the season.
Falcinelli was saying that he's floating under the radar the last few days, so I guess that means he's doing his job.
I even noticed it. It's beautiful. It's like the long snapper. If you notice him, it ain't good. Fauci's done a good job. And he's a veteran guy. He's been around. He's smart. But now it's fun to see guys kind of just step into that role. and see the change in their demeanor where they just know that, hey, man, I've been working for 3 years as a redshirt junior, and God, this is my time. Guillermo's gone, and you just know that's your time to lead. He's taking advantage of it. I'm proud of him.
I believe he already has his degree. Does it make it that much easier for him?
Yeah, I think he's getting his MBA. He's a smart kid. Yeah, he's just mature. He's just a mature guy that's put the work in. Anytime you've worked as hard as these guys work, and that opportunity finally comes, you ain't letting it go. And so I'm proud of him. And Cervinka's going to be really good. I mean, really, really good. So we got the best part about our offensive line is we got so many guys that can play all over the place. Taylor Hearn can slide out and play left tackle, like as good as anybody. Ankrum and Pollard can play anywhere. Pollard could go inside and play. I mean, we've got all those centers, guards can cross over inside. So it's a very Maverick can play anywhere. It's a very flexible group, which gives us a lot of options that we like.
I know that's kind of a staple of Coach Caldwell, the cross training. How unique is that in general in college football?
You just got it's very unique, but it's all in the recruiting process. I mean, Crowder's not going to jump out there and play tackle. All right, so you got some guys that it's just what they are. But boy, I wouldn't take anybody for old Crowder. He's a road grader. But as many guys as we can recruit that are multi-dimensional that way, the better. And the better for them, to be honest with you. Because we want to get the best 5 on the field. And then, a lot of these guys that we got here are going to have opportunity to play at the next level. The majority of them. And, the more they can do, the better. It's like a guy like Shatley. Shatley has learned how to play center now. He never played offensive line ever. He played his junior and senior year. I think he's going on his, fourth year or 5th year, and I think he's battling for the starting center job. So he can play both guards and center. So versatility is critical. It's now away from me, Christian.
Anything else, Coach?